Hey lock babes, here are some reasons why someone might not choose to lock their child's hair. First up, we have the complexity of maintenance. Locks require maintenance, boo. That includes washing, twisting, retwisting, sometimes crocheting, drying. Locks include maintenance, and most children do not have the patience nor the understanding to adhere to the necessary maintenance routine. So they're going to want to push their reties out to never. They're going to want to push their retwists out to never. Maybe they just don't want to sit there for a long time. And I know as adults, we can get fidgety and we don't want to be in the chair all day and forever. So for a child, one day is like eternity. So that's definitely a reason why. Scalp sensitivity. Children's scalps are often way more sensitive than adults, and the process of creating and maintaining locks can sometimes cause discomfort and or irritation to their scalp. We have changing preferences. Children's taste, just like their size, it changes rapidly. And while they can express having interest in having locks initially, they may later decide they no longer want them, leading to, them having to get them removed or cutting their hair off. So some parents just choose to not do them in case their child changes their mind. We have social stigma. Unfortunately, locks still carry a very negative connotation in some communities. So parents just simply choose not to give their children locks just to avoid any potential social stigma or discrimination. It's honestly really sad. They just say no. I've also heard about the impact on activities. Locks can sometimes be cumbersome for active children who participate in sports and physical activities. So when the weight and length of the locks get really long, they can sometimes feel really heavy. And this in turn can interfere with the physical activities that your child is interested in doing. And last but not least, the decision-making responsibility. So a lot of parents feel as though it's not fair that they're locking their child's hair. And they don't want them to be married to a style that is quote unquote permanent because their child didn't get to make that decision for their hair. That's usually the most common one. They don't want to lock their hair because they don't want to lock their child's hair. They want their child to determine what they like to do with their own hair. That's why I said actually no to my daughters for a while about locking their hair. But now they will be 14 soon, and one has traditional locks and the other one has micro locks. So yeah, we went through the ringer of making sure they were absolutely clear they wanted to lock their hair, but nothing is permanent. You definitely can comb your locks out. It's absolutely a tedious task. It's actually one of the services that I offer, lock removal. It is a possibility, but I think that just bearing that in mind when you hear people say things like it's a permanent hairstyle, it's not necessarily a permanent hairstyle because you can comb it out. There's other ways for you to remove the locks outside of just cutting them, but they are referred to as permanent because it is a journey and they are not intended for you to take them out. It's a lock journey. It's kind of like your walk with Christ. You're doing it for your whole life, but maybe you fall off the boat one time and then you have to kind of reestablish what that looks like. It's the same type of commitment. So these are the reasons that I hear a lot of times why parents choose not to lock their children's hair. Don't let anybody sway you in either direction because this is your journey. You'll be going on this journey with your child. So if they hate their hair, you'll know it every day. If they love their hair, you'll know it every day. Some days they hate and love their hair at the same time, just like we do as adults. You know that every day. So if this is nothing that you can build into, then I would suggest not to lock your child's hair. But if you are ready to go on that journey with them and making sure that you give them compliments, you listen to them when they say the kids are asking about their hair because they will, or someone's making fun of them, whatever it is, as long as you know that you have to you have to stand in the gap for your kid. So you make sure you tell them their hair is gorgeous, their hair is beautiful, their hair is strong, their hair is spiritual. This is a journey that they're going through. It's a self-love journey, and you tell them their hair is natural. Whatever you need to tell them to boost their confidence back up, because kids are mean. So anyway, guys, this is my 8-year-old boo. We have a love-hate relationship. She absolutely is a sweetheart. We love each other until it's time to do her hair. And then she's like, I'm not sure about you, Miss Jen. So, just like a regular kid. Washing is not that bad, but sitting down for that long, she gets bored, she gets fidgety, she needs umpteen breaks. I usually have to have a gang of snacks and things just to keep her still. You see, she has her iPad. We had a movie on. I just put everything on. Everything that can distract her from what I'm doing is what I need to happen. Because if she's distracted from how I'm doing her hair, she will sit completely still. But once the TV is off, or she gets her iPad taken away, or there's no more snacks, it's game over for me. All right, guys. I am going to finish this up. I don't think that I recorded all the way to the end because of the breaks that she was taking. I don't think that I kept recording to the end. Yeah, so I definitely did not get to record to the end. But you will see her ask me for another break again. So there's that. Look, and she's off to the races. Kids, gotta love them.